Hey guys, this is Cyber Entertainment and welcome back to another video. Today I'm counting down my top 10 favorite anime. As usual, I have something to say before I start, but this time it's a bit more serious. Some of these anime are 18 and up, so if you're an underage user, please close this video. If you choose not to, I do not take responsibility. You have been warned. Now starting off with number 10, I chose Batum. In this anime, you get to know the 22-year-old Sakamoto Ryota, who is obsessed with a video game named Batum. Batum isn't a normal shooter. This game you play with Batum isn't a normal shooter. In this game you play with different kinds of grenades, such as timed bombs or impact bombs. He gets so good at it that he becomes the 10th best player in the world and the best player in Japan. But at the same time, he neglects his family, doesn't get a job, and doesn't eat much. His mother gives up on him, and suddenly he wakes up on an island with the goal to get 8 ships. But the only way to get ships are to kill other people. Here, he meets his virtual wife, and others who help and betray him. Batum isn't a virtual word anymore. Sakamoto's experience and his desperate desire to live is tested by ruthless other players. Number 9 is Strike on Blood. This is an anime about a young man named Akatsuki Kojo, who became the 4th progenitor, the strongest vampire in the world, who is believed to be a legend. The Lion King organization orders a young girl named Himaragi Yukina, who is a sword shaman, to observe and eliminate the 4th progenitor. But like in most cases, they take a liking to another and have all kinds of exciting adventures, where Akatsuki finds out about his familiars and how powerful he really is. Number 8 is Angel Beats. In this anime, a boy named Otonashi lost his memories of his life and ends up in the afterlife. Here, he meets a girl named Yuri on a school inhabited by so-called NPCs. Yuri invites Otonashi into the battlefront, a team who all fight against another girl named Angel, who has supernatural powers. The goal of everyone in the afterlife is to experience things that they couldn't in their previous life. They will then be taken out of the afterlife and reborn to be replaced by others. This 13-episode-long anime is well written and surprised me at times with sudden plot twists. I recommend this anime to you if you like a perfect balance between violence and mystery. Number 7 is Yosuga no Sora. I can't really tell you much about this anime without spoiling stuff. I'll say that you find out about 2 siblings, Heroku the protagonist and his sister Sora. They have to sell the house and move into a very rural place, where they had previously lived, but Sora doesn't get over it and stays in the house most of the day, while Heroku starts making friends again. The anime then splits into 5 parts, where he builds up a connection to each of the 4 girls he meets. The ending is a bit too expected, but the anime is still enjoyable and should not be overlooked. Number 6 is Another. This is a dark and mysterious anime. It's featured under the category psychological horror. I completely agree. It gave me the chills from time to time. The story begins with a small story about a both with teachers and students popular girl named Misaki, who lived in 1972 in year 9 class 3. But a couple of weeks in the year, she died in a tragic car accident, or so they say. Devastated by the sudden loss, a teacher started pretending that Misaki was still there, and the students took part without complaint. In the year photo, at the very left, the dead Misaki was visible, smiling like everybody else, but pale as the moon. 16 years later, the protagonist Koichi Sakikabara gets transferred to the same school, to year 9 class 3, where he meets a mysterious girl named Misaki Mei, who seems to be ignored by students and teachers alike. Very soon the class gets enveloped by the curse that befell class 3, and students die regularly in gruesome ways. Could this have something to do with the Misaki of year 1972? Number 5 is High School DXD. Kuo Academy is a normal school, but it bears one secret. It is inhabited by angels and demons. One of its students, Issei Hyodu, is a second-year slightly perverted normal guy, but he gets into dark affairs and is killed by a fallen angel, who pretended to be his date. Rias Gremory, a demon, decides to resurrect him as her pawn. He has the power of the Red Dragon in him. Rias, Issei, and their friends desperately battle the fallen angels and the church. Issei is constantly on the watch for a more powerful enemy though. When will he meet his natural opponent, the Vanishing Dragon, and is he capable of defeating him? Number 4 is Elfenlied. The name is German and means elf song. It's about the interaction between humans and the mutated Dicloni, who have special powers. In the small Japanese town Kamakura, 2 locals, Kota and his cousin Yuta, find a Diclonios named Lucy, who escaped her prison but was hurt in the process, and developed a childlike and at times pathetic second personality named Neil, who can only say her name. The special assault team desperately tries to recapture Lucy, with the help of other Dicloni. Kota and Yuto are getting involved in the brutal battle between Dicloni and humans. Number 3 is Deadman Wonderland. a 14-year-old boy named Igarashi Ganta gets sent to a special prison named Deadman Wonderland. He is falsely accused of murdering his whole class in a brutal way. The prison is funded by the masses, who believe all the brutal challenges that are shown are all fake. But in reality, the spikes, the poison, and the axes are all real. Everyone has to get points with which you can buy candy, which cures the deadly doses of poison for a short period of time. These points can only be acquired through activities like races to the death and other things like that. But the real goal of Deadman Wonderland is to find people like Ganta who have the branch of sin. Using their own blood, they can kill people with distortion of space and have to battle each other. As Ganta gets involved in Deadman Wonderland, he meets people like Shiro and Sensei, who also have the branch of sin. Will they get out of the prison? Find out for yourself. Now, I couldn't decide on which anime should get to be number 2, so I just picked both. The first of the two is Shingeki no Kyojin. You may know it under the name Attack on Titan. This anime is about a world not only inhabited by humans, but also by titans. These creatures hunt mankind not for food, but for fun. In desperation, mankind built 3 massive walls, who hold off the titans until one day, the massive titan and the iron titan show up and destroy the gate. The titans enter the gate and devour the people in their way. The whole story revolves around the young boy Eren and his 2 friends Misaki and Armin. All 3 of them join the Recon Corps, where they make many new friends that are torn away from them again by the titans. Eren's goal is to enter the Wall Maria, where his father hid the secrets of the titans. The other number 2 is Rosario Vampire. I don't usually like the childish high school romance bullshit, but I really enjoyed this one. The anime is about a boy named Skune, who transfers to a private school named Yokai Academy. The school seems normal enough, except for the fact that there are monsters at the school, and he is the only human. He meets several girls, one of them being the S-class vampire Akashiya Muka. The other girls being a stalker named Mizore, a succubus named Kurumu, and an 11-year-old witch named Yukari. With Muka's split personality, they fight various students and teachers so they can live a peaceful life at the school. And my favorite anime of all time is Death Note. Death Note is just outstandingly good in every aspect, and I'd be surprised if you hadn't heard of it yet. Yagami Light, a talented and smart high school student, finds a Death Note which fell from the Shinigami world. Everyone whose name is written in this book will die in 40 seconds of a heart failure, if not specified. During Light's plans to be the god of a world without criminals, he fights against the government and the police, which is being led by the mysterious man named L. With Ryuk, the owner of the Death Note by his side, he outsmarts his enemies with ingenious ideas. But will this be enough to conquer the world? These were my top 10 anime. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to leave a like, it only takes a second. This was Cyber Entertainment, I'm out.